that, Monica, but it actually violates one of the rules because you're bringing drama from another space into this one. So it's definitely violated.
It won't be in this. Her replay room won't be in this house.
And there's no way we can segue that conversation into talking about black people.
No rules. No rules.
I'm not a racist, but I want to kill you.
You can definitely stop with the.
Oh wait, who started with the threats of violence? We have
that was a very time. First it was against the president, then it was against.
Violence, obviously, I mean, I'm thousands
then it was against
away. There's no threat.
Macron's wife. You threatened her, and now you're threatening someone else.
No, we just say that in Swedish. It's like I'm gonna kill you. That means nothing to us. So I'm sorry if it meant something. That wasn't my intention. When I say it's like, okay, I just want to kill you. Like that doesn't mean I actually do.
I know.
Okay. I was afraid.
I'm poking fun at our.
Okay, thank you, girl. The culture is not afraid.
Wait.
So
I wasn't really threatening to hurt that man. Oh my goodness.
The same song. Why can't you just take your headphones off, speak on the speaker, do something? We can't hear you.
Maybe he's on a train.
We want to hear you. Is he on a train?
Is that something?
Is that something? To the people around you, I'm sorry, I have to take this call.
Yes.
And then you just speak to us
And you
for a
obey
while.
everything
And
that
then
you say.
Get out of the quiet train.
And apologize.
Okay, get out of the quiet train. You can speak.
I am the dog.
You
You are the dog. You are the son of the dog.
Okay, so if I'm Harry's dom and you're my dom, does that make you Harry's
Yes,
dom?
okay.
Does he even know he's off mute? Maybe he don't know he's off mute.
Nope, he doesn't.
No, because every time you mute him, he gets off mute and he tries to talk.
So you
It sounded to me like he was talking to somebody else, not us.
The Slippers, why did you change your name? What happened?
I
just wanted to.
For the Arabs.
Because he's a boss man.
Because he got Pepe Clip. Arab hole.
Well, he doesn't have to. The Slippers doesn't have to change his name because of that.
We don't have. What
are you talking about? Like, I just got onto this app.
Right? I haven't seen you in a hot minute. Slippers?
We're never going to happen.
What do you mean? Slippers did not exist until 2.5 weeks ago. Like, what are you talking about? I'm the new kid on the block.
You're the new kid on the block?
I'm your dominatrix.
More like you're my bitch. Shut the fuck up.
I'm here to humiliate you as requested.
Yeah, you're humiliating only yourself, nobody else.
Yeah.
And by the way, I did not get Pepe clipped. Pepe got himself clipped.
Every day you do it to yourself, Buttercup. It's easy.
Yeah.
You're our free entertainment for the week.
Yeah.
Last time I was in Clubhouse, maybe like a half ago,
Really is the
he was doing like rooms for like hours about certain somebody. Does he still do it, or does that end?
I think the dust is starting to settle a little bit, hopefully. We'll see.
I mean, if he is, I heard he can't keep an account very long. You know, they're cutting him off mid-sentence.
Where was he born?
I know, I heard this guy Adams is like on it, like white on rice, and he's got the magic fingers that just, it's almost like Adams has got like the, but bam, push, gone.
He's got the red phone right to the board of directors.
He's got Jesus in the places.
No, definitely not.
Oh, the rumors. The rumor mill is fascinating. It's one giant game of telephone.
All that shows is that you went to Hebrew school for like 1 year.
So anyway.
Which you've never heard of, Harry. You've never heard of the Comedre, right?
Charles is in the chat. I've seen his little name pop up a couple times. Oh, he's talking to somebody else.
Harry, you're just humiliating yourself again, and then Shuki's gonna have to humiliate you because he's
Charles keeps the chat interesting, y'all.
You're gonna let me embarrass you again.
He's a pivotal asset to end the month.
Some triple.
You know, Charles is actually kind of growing on me.
Right? Me too, Adams. Even though he's like horrendous to me. I just said when he left the room this morning, I was like, I actually like it when Jarl comes on stage. I wish he wasn't such a prick. Like, I wish he could just engage in conversation and push back on the ideas, because he do make me think, you know? I don't mind Jarl. He's just a prick.
What flag is in his PTO?
Quebec. And I appreciate the comments there.
Oh,
I feel the same way about
You're Quebecois?
At least it's mutual, Jarl.
Yep, 100%.
Do you live in Montreal or Quebec City?
Montreal, yeah.
I'll be in Montreal in 2 months.
I heard you speak to me.
Well, I hope you have a nice trip.
On how you think things would be better, and you came up
Jarl
with
is
this
really a
one
nice guy. He
solution
pretends
concept.
to be
You
but
and I was
he's
curious.
got,
The last
he
time I
feels
put
he's
that
got to
on the
get
app,
it
we had a
in
guy
order
that
to
was
say
visiting with us.
Auntie Dawn! I'll tell you what I appreciated about Jarl is when he was proven, like he came up on stage hot one day, like he typically tends to do. But when he was proven wrong, like he totally owned it and acknowledged it. And so for that, I can have mad respect.
I do try to do that. If I'm wrong, I try to admit it. And I'm wrong sometimes. Hopefully we all could learn
You're
that.
wrong like 75% of the time. That's generous because I was going to say 99, but it's Sunday, so Christian charity.
I mean, I respect Jarl because he actually, while we don't agree with his opinions, I feel like those are actually legitimately his opinions, and I feel like he states them not to get attention, but just to participate in conversation. So, I mean, out of the fact that, out of all the people that we encounter on this app, I feel like Jarl actually does have a genuine interest in engaging in conversations for the motives of engaging in said conversations. So, that's why I like him. I think he's...
Does anyone have trouble distinguishing Jarl from Moose sometimes?
I'm sorry for
Slippers,
who?
right?
And I'm just curious how this all happens. And you
Are you pool party slippers?
Did you study? Are you like day school? Do you come from? Yeah.
No.
Same with you.
With the Hebrew school teacher, she said,
I don't know, I'm digging the music.
Guys, I'm trying to understand how people's mindsets go in. We've heard it on the app.
Because we're talking about Swedish House Mafia, so I felt a little
We were talking about the topic for the replay.
In this case,
Yeah.
you're gonna get lost so fast, you don't even understand.
Monica, how are you?
I have
Blessed and highly favored, Adam. Sorry.
The same thing.
Well, you're favorite in my book. I'm doing very well. And I'm glad.
Go in that direction. When you went to day
Thank you,
school,
sir.
not Hebrew school, right?
she was a teacher.
That's nice. That's nice.
I'm glad Trump's not dead.
Yes, I went to day school.
That would have put a damper on my
And
Sunday.
when you were in day school, did you have
Well, according to E,
courses
I
on
mean-
modern Israel? Did you study Israel? Did you just study Tanakh? Then
Of course, your
not all
sister.
day schools, but not all day schools do that. So
I won't repeat what she said, but
So you
Like
studied-
the conversation with Jarl this morning made me think, Monica, like if we're gonna do this room, like I think we need to make the distinction
I'm really proficient
when
in
we
the
talk
history
about
of various streams of orthodoxy and
equality
philosophies, and I
not
am
being
aware
the same as
of
being
nuances
equal
between that.
with respect to gender wars, because like I think that was
I mean,
really the breakdown in communication with Jarl this morning was he assumed that we were championing not being equal under the eyes of the law and not being equal, you know, from a humanity standpoint. And that was not at all the point that I was trying to relay. So I think, you know, that conversation with him this morning made me think like there's got to be a better way to say, to make the point that we're trying to make without making people assume that we don't believe in equal rights, which was where immediately where we went, you know?
Right, well, and then I jumped to serendipity when you were talking about women being the most manipulative. And I'm like, well, wait a minute. Like let's be impeccable with our speech. I agree that women can be incredibly manipulative.
They're the most manipulative.
It's called Machiavellians for a reason, and the dark triad and the sociopathy with sadism. Like that's not a female bastion of superiority.
I stand on the most manipulative, but I stay based on the exact same premise that you gave. Women are trying to survive. You know, it is a survival instinct to garner and try to get the things we want.
fuck?
Well, it's just like any tool in the toolbox. It can be weaponized quite easily. Men can do it too. They just have mostly different tools or different tools available.
But it's the opposite. Do you think this is like healthy behavior that we're seeing?
I think it's very healthy, yeah. I think so. Are you like my mom to tell me what's healthy behavior and what's not?
Respectfully,
Does this resemble Judaism that you and I were raised with?
All kinds of.
Yes, it does show that because
Calling
we have
people
no mercy.
Like you're
No mercy for the fucking evil.
I don't know.
yeah, just to follow up, so I appreciate the comments, guys. Even if we disagree sometimes, I genuinely appreciate it.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I came in hot this morning. I think, like, deep down, I know you guys aren't saying that you don't believe in equality. Like, I'm aware that's probably not what you think, but I do, to me, that, like you said, right, that's kind of what you said means, and I know that's not what you actually mean, but if we're being super semantic, that's kind of what it sounded like. So obviously with my personality, I had to come up and
During the second intifada,
push back.
Second,
2003.
2003. Got.
How old are you? Abby, I'm just curious.
I am much older than you,
Okay.
and I was there for the first Intifada, but I also lived there on a kibbutz at one point many years ago. But I go to Israel about 3 times a year. I'm involved in some TV stuff there. So let's.
I have family in Israel too, so I just want to point out that I'm not naive.
And what kind of experience there? Were you living in a city or were you living, in a
city.
town? And so like in Tel Aviv, back in the city? Or were you more from?
I wasn't from, but I lived I lived in Tel Aviv and then I lived in Jerusalem for a bit too.
And was the experience good there?
Yeah, right.
It wasn't a spiritual. It was like I was like a year of just sort of. I didn't participate in like a seminary or whatever.
It was the name of this being the Shalmuta.
Exactly, a year of being a sharmuta.
Did you fall in love?
He was
with
a prostitute.
Yeah, I did. I met my boyfriend at the time there, and I stuck around for a bit.
And he realized fast who you are, and he kicked you to the curb.
He
Yeah,
said, let me
exactly.
pimp her out instead.
I had a very spiritual spirit as a sharmuta in Israel.
I'm sure about that.
And then back
I
to
have
the
no
U.S.
doubt about it.
Did you
And then I moved back to New York once I finished college. Yeah.
And when you were back in New York, were you involved in Jewish organizations at all? Like mainstream or even?
Yeah, Jewish Voice for Peace.
No, before JV. I mean, it sounds like she's in that now, but prior to that.
Abby, I want to talk to you a little bit about how my perspective evolved, because I am a rational person. I don't just follow spiritual movements. Okay?
I'm not asking you to be in an antagonist way. I'm really trying to understand how people go in that direction.
So let me explain it to you. Let me explain. So when I grew up with the Zion, believing Israel has the most moral army in the world. A lot of narratives about what happened in 1948, I believe.
And when you had that perspective, was that perspective a labor Zionist, or was that perspective a Beitar Zionist, a Jabotinsky Zionist? What kind of Zionist?
I don't know. I just know that is the narrative.
Buttercup. There's a reason. That's very significant. Did you grow up? Were you Habonim, HaShomer HaTzair, or were you more ZOA Beitar? That's very important.
Hold on, she's gonna Google it real quick. She doesn't know what you're talking
I actually don't know. I just know that my family had the generic mainstream consensus opinion, which is that Israel was founded the way Israel was founded, where they sort of glossed over a lot of the atrocities that happened, which I've already moved past. I don't really care. Israeli historians agree about this.
When your family had that, were they involved in Jewish organizations? Were they
Yes.
involved? Okay. And the Zionist background that you got, again, did they send you to like a Habonim summer camp? Did you do anything Zionist as a kid?
So because we're on the internet and people here weaponize personal information, I'd rather not give out personal information.
I'm not going to dox it and not me.
I know you're not, but there's people here with bad intentions.
Let me rephrase my question.
I'm gonna go search about name Buttercup and try to find out everything about you.
So this Zionist background, so you don't know whether it was a HaShomer HaTzair, Habonim, or whether it was a ZOA, a Young Judea. You have no concept of what kind of.
I know about these organizations, and they're not like
here in the house.
the mainstream Zionist narrative that's promoted by ZOA and Young Judea and all those folks about the founding of Israel and the justness of its occupation and about what's happening currently in the Middle East and the future of Israel. And then it was only when I made Palestinian friends in college that I learned that I wasn't lied to. I never claimed they lied to me, but they told me half the story.
College on the East Coast? You don't have to dox yourself. College on the East Coast?
What's the difference?
Big difference. There's absolutely a reason I asked that.
Well, don't tell me the reason, then I'll answer.
It has to do with what kind of professors, what kind of influence, what kind of
Do you
student
feel
body.
that on the West Coast they are more liberal?
I didn't say West Coast, by the way, because I don't live on the West Coast. So, but
So what is
definitely
the
a difference
purpose?
in different universities. Absolutely a difference, and also with the student body. And
You haven't justified the question.
I
justify the question.
absolutely, most certainly have qualified my question by asking you specifically, was it an East Coast older university? Was it a university with a diverse foreign student population? Was it one that had specific professors that were also maybe monetized and there are chairs within the department that came from certain influences? Or was it a university in the middle part of the country, or a university in the South, or a university perhaps in a Western city? So
It sounds like a sociological survey you're doing.
No,
It's like
I'm just
fishing
trying to.
information.
She's not fishing. She's
I'm
just
not.
way smarter than you.
I'm really trying to
That's all.
understand
She gets
how
way
people get
smarter than you.
influenced. I'm trying to understand also what their backgrounds. And when I asked you, you said you grew up in a Zionist house. That's why I asked, were they labor Zionists? Because if you grew up with labor Zionists, there's a good chance you're like Amos, and you can understand why he went in the direction he went. Or if you grew up in a family that was a Beitar family, you may have gone in Shuki's direction. There's a reason I asked those questions. There's a very good logical reason. If I was Dan Gordis giving you these questions, you would
They're
understand.
mainstream, like liberal Zionists. Okay, they think that they
Liberal
managed to
Zionists.
conflate. Yeah, they conflate Zionism with liberalism.
Yeah, those two words don't go together.
Yeah, I know. I've discovered that.
Or were they more like
I feel
Mohammed
like it's in the
Abbas,
same time when
your
it's not
professor
as big a
from
room.
Egypt?
And you'll understand. Okay.
Were they like Muslim professors, or were they like American professors?
Yeah, I mean,
I actually, my particular field.
We'd have one conversation. You told me you went to Brandeis. We'd have a conversation. If you said you went to,
I'm not comfortable sharing where I went.
Penn, you're around my daughter's age. If you went to Penn, we'd have a conversation about who taught her at Penn.
Okay, I'm declining to provide that personal information.
No, I don't need it in here in a packed room. But that there was a reason I was asking you.
Okay.
Okay. Was there a Jewish studies program at your college?
100%, a very large one.
And did you take it?
I didn't have to.
So you never took any Jewish studies?
No, because
She didn't have to. She taught Hebrew school, guys.
I'm proficient in all the books of the Tanakh and the Mishnah and all their ancient texts.
And
Yeah.
You speak fluent Hebrew?
Yes.
And you
That's
studied
right.
Tanakh
No, she
at
doesn't.
Sunday school.
You've never even read Maimonides.
Tanakh and Mishnah and Gemara.
And you learned that in day school?
Yeah.
So you went to Ramaz then? You would have had to go to a religious day school, if in fact.
There's no way they're teaching that in conservative. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't.
Buttercup is so smart, but she's not married and has no kids, so she's just political now.
She's just an Arab sharmuta.
But I feel like the princess, you'll understand.
Even though it's
I
what
really
she
have
did
to
there.
Abby, are you endorsing this Sharmuta slurs?
Yes, of
I-
course
Is this
she
your
is.
Judaism? It's not mine.
My Judaism. I don't judge other people's. I'm not judging your Judaism.
I am judging calling women whores and violently abusing them on social media. Yeah, I'm judging that Judaism.
them with words. Oh, they're words. You're being abused by words. Oh.
Paulette says they
You know what?
Talmud and non-Orthodox schools.
Buttercup, let me teach you a song. Let me teach you a song. Hold on, Abby. Abby, give me just a
You'll know
second.
the levels there, and because you would absolutely know where I went to school and the levels that they teach. And what she's talking about, to be proficient in it, you would have to go beyond day school and take Jewish studies at a university or take advanced studies outside of a day school in order to
Abby, you're not listening. She knows everything. Didn't you know? Did you pick up on that already? She knows the truth. She exclusively has the truth. Only Buttercup knows the truth, everybody.
like not being recorded and there's not all these anonymous, because I'm really sincerely.
Also, Abby, schools have evolved a lot since you went to school, right? Like a lot of
I'm
schools.
on the board. Actually, I'm on the board. I was on the board of 3 different day schools. I'm pretty much aware of what they do.
On the East Coast or West Coast?
Both.
Okay, so 3 days, random anecdotal day schools on the East Coast or West Coast?
Random. Actually, one is probably one of the oldest ones in the United States and also one of the most successful ones. So
Do they
absolutely
teach
not
Talmud
random.
in that school?
Pardon?
Do they teach Talmud? Because it is kind of a hot thing to teach one in Talmud.
Very advanced. It'd have to be the highest levels in the Jewish studies.
So have you surveyed all the other day schools?
Yeah,
and
I
see
do.
what levels?
Actually was involved and still involved in on a national level. So, but I'm not going to get into that in this room with you. You and I could talk about it at another time.
I think it's interesting. Because
we can. I'm not.
But you need to learn the Torah first before learning Talmud.
I can validate my own credentials, but I'm not going to do that in here. I'm not asking you to do it. I was just trying to understand where the mindset came from, and if it came from farther back than just the book you read. That was all I was trying to get to.
Abby, it came from my gum. That's what
you get to say it like 3 times. It's okay when he invokes the Holocaust, but when someone talks about genocide, that's like unforgivable.
Let me teach you a song. So you're going to be able to sing it when you're bored, okay?
Can't wait.
Sing it together. It's all because Muhammad is a pedophile. It's all because Muhammad is a child. It's all because Muhammad is a
Judaism, it's not mine.
and so is all
This is Jewish supremacy, it's not Judaism. It's bigotry.
From the river to the sea, Israel is the only thing that you can see.
Wait, it's racism. I didn't know Islam was a race. Islam is a race?
You're day school educated and you listen to this crap. And
Islam is a race? You said it's racism. Please, what race is Islam?
What values were we raised with, Abby?
Anybody in the room know what race Islam is? I know Islam was a race.
To me. It's disgusting.
It's weird to call Islam being against Islam racism. But it's not a race.
Abby, you say something, anything. This is
Abby, help her out.
No, this is repulsive to me that you think it's Judaism.
You don't deserve. Shut the fuck up. Go to the corner, puke, and like a good bitch, eat again what you puke. Come on, go do it.
Hold on, she's crying real quick for the Muslims.
No, she went to do it. She's a sub. She's went to do it.
I'm waiting for Abby to have an opinion about this repulsive perversion of Judaism.
It's repulsive. Oh, Buttercup, I'm not passing judgment.
You're not passing judgment on this?
The things you say can be repulsive also. So everyone has their level of what they think is repulsive. What's repulsive to one is...
You're a leader, an educational leader. You run boards for Jewish schools.
I'm not an educational leader. I just happen to know a lot about it. And
she's not the clubhouse police.
And then you wonder why we feel so divorced from Jewish institutional Judaism, because you support this garbage.
Because of people like you, Buttercup.
I don't like what you said. I don't like that he...
Why would I participate in institutional Judaism if you support this kind of pathology?
Buttercup, I would prefer that the conversation be about trying to understand where people's perspectives come from.
You think a clubhouse room is Jewish institutional? What are you talking about, Buttercup? You're on a social audio chat getting roasted, stupid.
For 10 minutes straight. That's not Judaism, Abby. Your Judaism is not mine. No, you've lost your way.
Buttercup, boom, boom, boom.
For my education, I'm very proud of it. I'm grateful for it that I'm Jewishly literate. I feel very confident in my Jewishness because of it, and that means that Jewish people that you Abby.
She's so Jewish.
I want to read one sentence to Buttercup. This is from the IHLC, the definition of anti-Semitism. It's point number 3. Accusing Jews as a people of being responsible for real or imagined wrongdoing committed by a single Jewish person or a group or even for acts committed by non-Jews is considered anti-Semitism. So when you ask Abby, for example, is this Judaism for you, for something that someone else said, basically you are accusing, basically this is the definition of anti-Semitism. I would suggest that
Well, we're in a room and you're all singing a song about Muhammad, right? And she won't sing
It has nothing to do with the point that I'm making. It has nothing to do with the point that I'm making. The point that I'm making is that the resources you're using, the I'm saying that the point that I'm making is anti-Semitism. Just so you know.
I'm asking her to intervene when someone's being extremely racist.
That's not a reason to be anti-Semitic, Barack. I'm just saying that the wrongdoing of one doesn't justify you being anti-Semitic.
She claimed to be an institutional leader in American day school circles.
You and I can pick up on this. It's Sunday, it's deli day, and I'm craving a good bagel. So I'm going to do the good Jewish thing and jump off the phone and go do that.
I do want to say,
Don't do it, Abby. You don't need all those carbs, Abby. Just go to the gym and have a cup of coffee. Skip the bagel, Abby.
Abby, I really appreciate you having a reasonable, coherent conversation with me, and good luck.
Sharmuta, how are you, Sharmuta? Did you got some Palestinian dick today?
No thoughts on this? Is this your Israeli culture? Yeah?
He doesn't speak for all Jews. That's his
Well, then say something. Speak the fuck up. Say shut the fuck up.
What do you say? Your opinion about Jordan?
Silence is
Why don't you speak up in Amir's room when they're talking shit about Jews in Israel?
I do. If you
Sure you do. Sure you do.
Ask me if you don't mind doing
Buttercup.
Can you give us your opinion on the country of Jordan? Because it is, many people say that is the Palestinian country, and it's in historic Palestine. The majority of the population is Palestinian. What do you think about it? There was no, if you look at a map 200 years ago, there was no Jordan. It's created on historic Palestine. Buttercup, what do you say to those people who say that is Palestinian homeland? What do you think?
Sorry, I was distracted. Can you ask the question more succinctly one more time?
Jordan, is it the homeland for the fucking Palestinians?
Many people did you say Jordan is the Palestinian?
Why are you interrupting?
Some people say that Jordan is the Palestinian country because the majority of Jordan's population is Palestinian. The majority of Jordan's population. So why? And there's no country of Jordan 200 years ago. It was created by the West. It was created by the British. Why is Jordan not a Palestinian country? Tell us, Buttercup.
I mean, isn't it kind of a Palestinian country? People kind of see it as sort of Palestinian.
So there is a Palestinian. So Palestinians have a country.
I don't know. Listen, my focus is more on the future, not
what comes next, Buttercup?
I think you that's something
I
very
want
intelligent,
less Jewish
Buttercup.
people to die, less Palestinians to die. My goal is for less bloodshed to happen.
I honestly think that you come somewhere. You're acknowledging that it kind of is a Palestinian country. That's what you said, right?
George, what's wrong with you guys?
I just want her to fill in the blank.
No, but fuck, he's talking to her.
This is what you care about, that people will not die. So how about the plan to, for example, move the Palestinians somewhere else? Then your goal is no one dying is...
Like Jordan. Jordan would be a logical place.
What do you think about that? If this is what you care about, then it would be...
If it wasn't a crime against humanity under international law, which would turn your soldiers into war criminals.
Well, yeah, but for you... Forget about us. You said that all you care about is that less Palestinians and less Israelis will die, right? This is the solution. Let's say that we are willing to be the war criminals. What do you think of this? Is a solution that will actually prevent people from dying.
And that's what they're doing right now, right?
No, but it doesn't use your
Are
thought.
you okay with this? Are you okay, for example, with an effort to encourage them? For example, now there's a plan to pay for their rent for 4 years, to pay for their food for 1 year, and to also give them $5,000 or $50,000, I can't remember which one, to kind of help them get started. What do you think about that?
It's a crime under international law, so
It's not a crime. It's not a crime. It's not a crime. It's not a crime to offer someone.
It's already. Listen, Daniel.
But it's not a crime.
You're saying that
It's a crime because you've already destroyed all the conditions of life in Gaza.
It's not a
so
crime.
It's not voluntary. It's not voluntary. We've already committed it. We've already killed 50,000 kids.
That's behind that. Exactly. You said you don't want to deal with the past. You want to deal with the future. And you also said that you want to deal with the future. You want to find a solution that
it's ongoing. We're killing kids even today.
So that's because we're waiting for you to decide. Now that you say Gaza is already destroyed. Because you just said that you don't care about the past, you just care about the future. So the situation is right now that, like, we already committed all those crimes and Gaza is destroyed. Now, the people there, instead of like telling them, okay,
I do think we're headed in that direction. Yes, Daniel.
But if we offer,
the result is going to be your kids in jail. Your kids can't travel anywhere. Your kids are pariahs.
You said that you just want the Palestinians and Israelis will not die. You said, I just want the bloodshed to stop. And now we are offering you like this proposal and you're refusing it. Like, why?
I'm not saying, listen, because this proposal is the final solution in a long process of making Gaza uninhabitable, right? This is the final
it's already uninhabitable, but now we're saying, okay, if they move, for example...
Yes, I think if that happens...
You are right, we are criminals and everything, but it happened already. Now, you said a minute ago...
And now there needs to be accountability for it.
All of that. But right now, the most important thing for Buttercup is that stop the bloodshed. All you want, as a humane person with your high morality, that you come here and advocate for us, you said, I want the bloodshed to stop. Okay, this is what you said, and I'm offering you, great, this is a solution, for example. Now that Gaza is already destroyed, all those crimes were committed, you just want it to stop, you don't want to reverse back time.
They haven't found anywhere for them to go, though.
Okay, so let's advocate for
there's millions of Syrians. Millions of people went through Syria.
Did anyone pick up what she said? Did anyone actually pick up what she
No,
said?
because they keep it up there, and so maybe
Do you know what she just said? She was talking about the final solution. Final solution. She used these words.
Yeah, she knows exactly what she's doing because I already told her about this.
I've already used this word. It's not new, Olive. Get with it.
I already told her about
How
this,
dare
and I
you
know.
use that word? How dare you talk about the final solution?
I've used it before. Get with it. Olive, keep up.
No, I won't keep up with you. No,
yes, we've already talked about using Holocaust imagery.
Okay, shut the fuck up. Listen to me. I want to ask you a question as well, okay? Do you think my kids are war criminals? Do you think I'm a war criminal? I served in the IDF. My kids have. Are we war criminals? Do you want to lock us up as well? We actually bled for our country, unlike you, who has a big fucking mouth blabbing off on the internet about how much you hate Israel and how much you hate Zionism. You should be ashamed of yourself. Honestly, have a good, long, hard look in the mirror. Seriously, this is disgusting. You're beyond disgusting.
And she knows this already. I already had a discussion about it. I told her that it's offensive and it's a Holocaust inversion when she's using those terms. So she's doing it not out of ignorance, out of like spite or I don't know.
No, spite. I have a different opinion than you, Daniel. As you know, we discussed this before.
It's not about opinion. It's not about opinion.
I think you need to be consistent. If you're going to invoke Holocaust,
if you go to the definition of anti-Semitism, you will see how many checkboxes you mark. Okay, you need to look in the mirror. You're spewing anti-Semitic bullshit, and you need to stop.
Daniel, we've already talked about invoking the Holocaust and why you think it's selective.
Exactly.
On your side,
you
not on your side.
Holocaust inversion is.
You talk about the Holocaust constantly. You talk about it constantly.
You understand the word inversion?
So why did you let?
I will explain to you. Okay, inversion means that you invert the roles of the victim and the perpetrator. Okay, whatever you say it. Okay.
Perpetrator.
This is inversion. When you're doing it, blaming us, that's per definition. Listen, go to the IHLC.
You think Jews are eternal victims? They can never be a perpetrator.
I thought about what I think.
I want to know. I have a question for you now.
Buttercup, listen.
Can Jews ever be a perpetrator? Or only Goya?
We can, but when you're invoking the Holocaust
when can we be a perpetrator?
When we meet, okay?
Under what conditions are we the perpetrator?
Buttercup, shut up for a second, okay? Don't try to escape this uncomfortable moment, okay? You need to go on your own free time. It's not about convincing me. The definition is there. You can read it even after you exhaust all your...
As we just established, I'm aware of the definition.
Listen, you're just discharging from your mouth right now. You need to stop.
I've had the same fucking education as you. Stop telling me I need to learn things.
You didn't learn this, okay? You didn't learn this. You need to go and read. It's not that long, okay? You can go and read. They have like bullet points, okay? And you will see in the bullet points at least two that you used during the conversation today. Okay? One is blaming the entire Jewry for the acts of one, whether it's imaginary or real, and the second is Holocaust inversion.
I blame the people in this room who are silent while she keeps yelling about sharmutas.
It's not about convincing me. It's about waking you up. It's about putting a mirror. It's about putting a mirror in your face.
Maybe he's the only one who objects to yelling and calling women sharmutas.
Because he thinks that you're gonna do sex phone with him.
No,
bitch,
not at all.
That's exactly why. He's a butt licker. I even tried to find him a surgeon from the UK to pull his tongue from other people's buttholes. That's why. He's a butt licker and nothing more than that. He's a cheater that lives with a goiter and raising a daughter that she's a goiter. That's who he is.
And this guy married prostitutes, and you want to talk about everybody else?
Exactly.
Please, gentlemen, there are people listening in on this conversation. You know, please remember you are representing the entire Jewish community right now here on Clubhouse at this very moment.
Doesn't matter. He's not a fucking good representation. He shouldn't speak for fucking Jews. He's a fucking piece of shit, and he's calling women whores instead of having sex in the square.
At least I'm not a cheater like you.
That's the guy that married a prostitute.
I'm not a cheater like you.
I don't cheat, buddy. I'm not like.
Oh yes, you are.
Okay.
And you said it loud and clear in front of your cousin. You said it loud and clear in front of your cousin.
You're a liar.
No. Bring your cousin. She gonna take.
You're a liar.
No. You know that I'm not. You know that I'm not.
You're a liar.
You know that I'm not.
Come on, guys. Let's just get along.
There is one thing that you can take.
We have a bigger enemy.
But it doesn't matter. He could with his experience, he could actually fucking smash this room and teach her something. Instead, he goes by calling her a whore. He's not teaching her anything. All he's doing is teaching her to hate him even more. He's not teaching the room anything by talking like that. He's being a goof because he's fucking dumb. He's a barbaric idiot.
Right. Like
talk shit about every fucking Jew in this fucking.
Well, I hate to say it, but welcome to Clown House, where no one has ever done an academic conversation as if it's a classroom. No, that's not what Clown House is. Clown House is wasting your time with people like Buttercup because she's got a cute girl voice and she says nothing for weeks now, months now, and you guys keep having conversations about nothing, wasting all your time. Congratulations on wasting all your time.
Like, we're not going to teach her anything. She's not willing to learn anything. That's the thing.
It's not about her, though, guys.
They don't care either.
They do. They take away things from it, and they learn things. Because there's people that are on the fence that aren't vocal like her, and they think it's fun. Here it is. I'm going to actually research that. Actually, I do. Now I'm a Zionist because I actually learned something today.
Oh yeah, that happens all the time.
Don't you know that she discovered that the Zionist narrative is all a lie, and Buttercup knows the truth about everything.
I want to ask Buttercup a question. Buttercup, why are you retired? You're Jewish. Smart. Terrible.
She's not retarded. She's a female Jewish politician. You guys haven't met them yet, but Buttercup is one of the first female Jewish anti-Zionist politicians on the app.
I love the arguments on this room. Why are you retarded? That's your argument? Come on, guys, do better.
What happened to you when you dropped this baby?
We had it in our civil war. We had like South Sudanese women that were like, yeah, we should kill both Sudanese men. And we're like, why do women get involved with that? Like, shut up.
See, that's the dumbest thing ever. That's the dumbest thing. So Ali was speaking earlier.
Why do we get involved?
You're just fucking sexist. You're an idiot. That's it. Honestly, you're dumb.
The most intelligent room on Clubhouse.
Why do you get involved? Like,
I doubt it.
It's terrible. Like, it's terrible. The men are trying to fight a war to liberate Israel. The women are trying to do it too.
What are you talking about? You're an IDF soldier, you fucking moron.
Will you stop talking for 1 second?
he thinks we're liberal.
No. But you shook you into the same street or what? No, because you're dumb. You can see the Muslim fucking shit. No, shut the fuck up. Stupid.
1 second, I was.
No, you're not gonna prove a point by what you're saying. Abby was this year. She's one of the most highly educated women on Clubhouse. And when you're gonna tell her not to talk to, because you're an idiot.
Oh, there is another button there. Bibi decided to put his tongue in. Oh, there is another one. Here's Bibi tongue's going in.
Says the guy who married. Guy who married prostitutes.
Enjoy, Bibi. Dive in, enjoy.
Well, technically, BB, if he married a prostitute, she's not a prostitute anymore, BB. You know, get in the now, BB.
That's different.
Well, now she's in jail, actually.
Well, then prostitutes.
You get so mad for no reason.
That's right. We're very emotional.
It's all good. I think we all needed to let it out here. This is a good room, you know.
Yeah.
I don't really moderate. I just let it all happen.
I feel better.
It's a good therapy session for everybody, including myself. I let it out on Buttercup. And
Great work, everybody.
Yeah, great work. Good job.
Finally, we had an educational room. People finally learned things here on Clown House. Great work, everybody.
Yeah.
Has anybody here ever heard of this thing?
One thing we do learn, John, is that we learn who our enemies are. That's one thing we learn.
Well, you know what you can do is you can pick up this thing called a book and come on here and read a book.
What is a book? What's a book? I never heard of that before.
I don't know anymore. I've got brain rot. I just want to come on here and talk about the Zionist narrative and how it's all a lie. And we've all been lied to our entire lives, and only Buttercup knows the truth. Buttercup has discovered this amazing revelation about the truth. We never knew it till Buttercup could explain it.
Conspiracy.
All these enemies that we know are gonna die one by one. All these enemies are gonna die one by one. How do they tell you to say, like, we have the same set of women, like in America you have like the white liberal women all of like standing up for like minorities and all this bullshit. And you have the same thing in Israel, you have the same thing in South Sudan.